Stunna for Vegas and his wife.
Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy. Envy had to step out, but LL Cool Bay, Lauren LaRosa is here, and we got some special guests, man. Big Stunna for Vegas, Big Monaleo. What's happening? How y'all feeling out
That's how you
there?
pronounce it.
Monaleo.
Monaleo. Okay, I'm sorry.
Monaleo.
I'm retarded. Monaleo. Good morning. But I love your music.
Thank you.
By the way, I can't pronounce the title of it either. I call it You Ain't Black. What's it called?
I'll take that.
But I did study what it was though. Solarian is I'm saying that right?
Solani.
It's a new way to describe
Black American.
Black America. Okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So it's like an interpretation of like Black culture, Black history, and it relates to like descendants of slaves specifically.
I love it.
So that's what the term.
I ain't gonna lie, she pretty as fuck, chat. She pretty as fuck.
I want to say congratulations on the wedding.
Thank you.
The tying the knot, the baby, the family, everything. Congratulations,
Love you,
King.
Mary.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and congratulations to you too, beautiful. All pink wedding.
Yep.
You agreed to it, huh?
Yeah.
You said, man, happy wife, happy
You
life.
did.
I ain't suggested.
You didn't suggest it?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I
He agreed to it.
Okay, so that's obviously your favorite color.
Yes.
It's always accented in all your videos I see.
Everything.
Like you love
It's the
it.
only color that I wear.
Okay, how
I
did
love
you
me some
get
pink too, girl.
him, your
Well,
husband, to
I was
agree
trying to
to
tell
that?
him, I was like, we can compromise if you want to do red.
She ain't have to do all that though.
We can do pink.
It's her day, you
maroon.
feel me? I was with it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
She ain't had to do all that.
You just love, but you love her so much. You like shit. I'ma
Yeah,
just
that's
give
my
her
dog. Yeah.
what she want. Oh, I love that.
What made you finally want to settle down, Stunna?
W
We been
hubby.
settled down. It's just like we put it on the internet just last month. Been together like 4 years for sure.
Oh, dope.
My first year meeting her though was like kind of when I was taking a break, falling back from like the limelight or whatever. And anything I was going through, she probably not even probably she like helped me get through whatever. Been everything.
Okay, they've been together 4 years. That's what's up.
Yeah.
4 years, got married this
Experienced
year.
that from no female.
That's what's up.
You knew she was the one immediately? Like, did you?
Easily.
Like you like God told you, like, man, if you don't lock this one down.
Easily.
Got that black woman behind you. I know that's right. Yeah.
How did you know he was the one?
Yeah.
He was
She was
just.
already a fan of me.
That's right.
Don't do that.
He kept it so humble, like she didn't have to ask it was her day. Boom, she was a fan of me.
That didn't mean that I knew he was the one. I just felt like he was just as intentional as I was, and I really appreciated that. And he took good care of me the same way I wanted to take care of him. So I feel like we were on the same page at the same time.
I love that.
What was the beauty of keeping everything off the internet? Like, what did?
It was
I
on
didn't
the
even know they was
internet.
together till this year.
It's just like they chose to bite down when they did. We
Yeah.
been popping out though.
Yeah.
Like, we been, you feel me?
But it's good just protecting something that's personal to us. It's something that we care about and we love. So it was like protecting our relationship was super important. But we both have supporters that have been with us on our journeys. So it was important to include them in these pivotal moments in our life, like the wedding. I feel like that was a no-brainer. Like, so many people support us and love us and have been rooting for our union. So it was important for us to invite them virtually
Yeah.
to the wedding.
You had us crying, girl, when you posted the moment with your dad.
Yeah.
I literally was like, oh my God. And you talked about him going through his cancer battle and getting to see you married. And like, wow, like that was really emotional for me. So I just speak to like kind of, you know, you
Why
and
was it emotional for you?
because my mom is a stage 4 cancer survivor. And one of the things that she's always asked me,
Take your time.
why'd you ask me that question? Okay.
Okay.
Her thing is now is like, she's like, I've been sick before. I want to see you be able to do things. I don't know if I'll be able to be here tomorrow. So when you posted that, I was like, dang, like, time is of the essence. Like, it made me start thinking like, wow, I want my mom to be able to see me get married and have kids. And, you know, like, I don't think people understand the cancer battle, how scary that gets.
Yeah.
That's true. Your mom will see you be successful before she see you get married.
Shut up,
I just want to throw that out there.
Why did
She'll
you made me cry?
definitely-
They trying to make me laugh.
Yeah, trying to cheer her
But
up.
when I saw your post and I read the caption, it just really made me think. Cause you know parents are always trying to be like superheroes.
Always.
Yeah. So even through my mom's cancer battle, she was like, "It's gonna be fine. Just make sure you get some grandbabies here, cause I want to see my grandbabies." But when I read that, I'm like, "Oh, like this is serious. Like I gotta figure this out."
So serious. It was such an important moment for me to share with my dad And so I'm so glad that you brought that up at the top of the interview, because I can't wait for him to hear this. But even during his cancer battle, he was very secretive. He was private. He didn't tell anybody for 6 months. Obviously, I feel like me being kind of tapped in spiritually, I felt like something was going on with him. But he never had explicitly told me that he was battling cancer. I just saw him deteriorating in a sense. Like he was getting smaller and his hair was going. And I was just like, Dad, what's going on with you? Like, and he was distancing himself from me.
Our son wouldn't even go to him no more.
Our son wouldn't, and my son loves my dad, but he didn't. Every time my dad picked him up, he would be crying, and I was just like, Dad, something's going on. And I just kind of pressured him a little bit, and I was like, tell me what's wrong, or else. And he showed me his scans, and I could see he had it real zoomed in so that I couldn't see that it said Hodgkin's lymphoma. But when I took his phone and I literally took off running down the street, and I zoomed out and I saw that it said Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I just bust out crying because it was such an I'd never seen my dad cough, sneeze,
Me either.
have a cold, none of the things. So to know that he was battling cancer without my full support really touched me, and it really, really, really hurt me. But thankfully, he's beat cancer.
Praise God.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
Blessing.
I guess the chemotherapy had done a number on his heart, so he had heart failure, and he had to have a triple bypass surgery that he also wasn't clear about either. One thing about my dad, he is truly Superman. Like he doesn't want people worried about him, even if it's something that I should be concerned about. He doesn't want us to be worried about him. So when I found out what he was battling, I was so emotional and I was so all over the place. So, and I kind of put, if I'm being candid, it made me want to expedite the process for everything, because I realized, like, I don't know what I was waiting on. I think I was feeling the pressures from society, and I'm like, maybe I'm too young to be doing this. And you think about all these things in your mind, and then that kind of really snapped me back to reality, and it made me live for myself and for my family, for my village, for my community. So it kind of made me want to expedite the wedding process, and we did it. And to have my dad
Walk you down the aisle, be there.
walking me down the aisle was a dream.
Yeah.
Why do y'all think the older adults feel like keeping that from the kids is the right thing to do? Like, why fight a battle like that alone?
It's scary. It's like a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't think he knew. I think he wanted to keep hope.
Yeah.
But he was diagnosed at stage 3, stage 3-4. So I think he was optimistic, but I truly think he didn't know, and I think he wanted me to, focus
Stay
on
on tour and stuff.
my
Yeah.
tour
Yeah.
and my career. He didn't want me to leave and abandon what I was doing, because he knew I would have done that. Nothing's more important to me than my family.
You have a song on your mixtape, Diary of an OG.
Yeah,
And when even that song too, I was thinking about it. You're the oldest girl.
I'm the oldest girl.
Yes, and you talk about the responsibility of being the oldest girl in your family and not being able to think about yourself. And that made me think about your relationship with your dad and everything you went through as well while having a career. Because another thing too, I think why the older people hide it is because they know drop of a dime, you're not on tour no more. You're not dropping songs.
I'm
Like
not doing
Your
nothing.
focus
Yeah.
is broken.
I'm not complying with anything career related. I would have dropped everything to be at his side every single day, every chemotherapy appointment. I would have been cooking him meals every day. So to a degree, I'm grateful that he was selfless in those moments and allowed me to continue following what it is that I'm passionate about, because he knows I wouldn't have pursued it. I wouldn't even be here. I would have taken I wouldn't have recorded any music, videos, photo shoot. Nothing would have mattered to me other than making sure that he was okay. So I think
Damn, dog.
now
That's crazy.
that time has passed, I feel like maybe he did make the right decision. Initially, I was upset because I was like, Dad, I want to be there for you. This is a really scary time in your life. And he didn't tell anybody, not my siblings, not his mom. He didn't tell anybody other than his wife. So it was just them two. And she had just lost her mom. So it was really difficult for them to manage at the time. So I'm glad, Charlamagne, that you talk about therapy as much as you do, because he's in therapy now, and we're
That's
getting
crazy,
back to a
man.
place of trusting each other and loving each other and supporting each other. And I feel like the wedding was just a way to extend olive branches to everybody in our village and our community. So I'm glad that he was there.
It's incredible how
I
God
can
works.
understand to a point where they want to hide it, you know, to protect, like, you know, like, I understand that, but still, like, they don't understand, like, feel me? You know, they want to be there with you while you going through that, so you ain't got to feel like you ain't got nobody, feel me? So,
Because, you know, that one situation which could be deemed as negative
it's crazy.
led to all of this positive. You know, it said it made you press the gas on your career, it made y'all get married. And I'm gonna tell you something, when I look at y'all, man, forget the look, when I'm sitting next to y'all, I can feel the energy.
Yeah.
Family.
Like y'all, yeah, y'all are a unit. Like it's something like y'all are supposed to be together. Like even looking at Stunna, I'm like, I think of Proverbs 18:22, man. When a man find a good wife, man, you know he gain a different favor from the Lord. Like I even see something different in your spirit.
Oh yeah, I do too. I already know though, cause I'm like deeply involved too, like how she is spiritually. So I already know.
And when we saw you get emotional, right? What were your thoughts?
I was
Like, at your wedding.
damn.
Yeah.
I was like looking at gangsters in the crowd crying. You feel me? I was looking at my mama, my dad that I just met.
I ain't gonna lie, that clip of him crying when he was getting married, that shit was like, damn, like, he really like, you know, like you could just feel the energy, like, damn, like he really like, this is moment, you know, he finna marry the love of his life. This is everything. Like, I love to see that right there. I ain't gonna count. It's deep. Cancer make you really look at shit different. Yeah. Cancer definitely make you look at life different for sure. Like, you gotta cherish this shit for real. Went to visit my grandma once in the hospital and then the next day. Damn. I was so confused. Damn, man. And that's another thing with keeping things like that, like things that's major wise, like health wise, that's very like major. It can really take a toll though, cause it's like you'll be confused and be like, damn, what's going on? Like, why is this happening? And whole time, you know, they've been battling this, you didn't even know. Feel me? So that's crazy, bro. And I feel like it hurt more though once you like when you really, you know, when they hide it from you for so long, and then, you know, I feel like it hurt more. I ain't gonna count, but we just gotta understand on why they, you know.
Her grandma, cause even her family and me alone. Like after the wedding, it's like both our families family now, but like before, I was already like this with her dad, grandma, grandpa, great grandpa, all of them. So I was just like getting ready for her to walk out. You feel me? And that's what it was. Like, cause I was crying before she walked out, but when she did, I was just like, damn. It's like, shit.
You said
I've been through a lot of stuff. You feel me? And I don't like get on the internet to make it public. I don't really do nothing but deal with it. You feel me? On my own too. So it was just like all that was just like, man, all that shit out the window now. Like this what I'm walking into. When she was walking down, it was just like I'll let everything go that she want me to let go. Stuff that I'll be mad about 1 month and be fine with it the next. Like I just let it go because this all that matters.
You said your father you had just met?
Yeah, I just met my dad on Father's Day.
What?
No cap. I met him on Father's Day. My wife got me to do a DNA ancestry kit. We was doing that. As we getting ready for the wedding, I'm like, boom. I probably ain't talked to my grandma, my mom in like 10 years. Ain't hugged her or nothing. Family too, like uncles and aunts. But it always been me and my mom. Like my siblings had their dad, so they'll go live with them if we anything, gotta go to a shelter, whatever. You feel me? It's me and my mama.
Damn.
So I'm like telling my wife, like, damn, I want my family to be at the wedding. Like, I want my mama to be there with her mama, my aunt, my uncle. Like that's how I grew up, around family, whatever. I'm doing it. We doing the ancestry kit probably a month before we go sit down with my family. I'm like, I'm about to sit my mama, my grandparents down, my uncles, aunts, all that. Long story short, that was like not meant to happen. And that same day, I was just like, damn, it ain't gonna never be like what it's supposed to be with my family again. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. We was in North Carolina, cause that's where we was
That family
meeting
shit
up
get
with
deep,
everybody.
boy. At least he tried to sit
My
them
wife
down.
woke me up like, man, babe, I'm finding your cousins right now. Like on my dad's side, the ancestry kit had hit like that
Results
night,
came back.
or that day. The results came back the day that I tried to sit my mama down with her mom, brother, and sister, and it went left. Then we found a few cousins. They was telling me, you look like this guy, you look like this guy, you look like this guy. Feel me? We went on a month trying to find my dad, and then on Father's Day, we got
I hired a genealogist
Yep.
to interpret the ancestry DNA results.
Yep.
And it took her about 6 weeks to give us the full report. And then when she sent the full report back, she said that, you know, his dad could be one of these 3 people, and there were 3 brothers. And so we kind of went down the line, and I called. She had numbers listed and emails.
Damn, that's
I reached out
crazy.
to everybody.
Everybody's dead.
Only person that I was able to contact was his grandmother. And initially they thought it was like a scam. They were like, why are you calling us? And I was like, listen, we don't want child support. We don't want anything. We are well off people. We just want to mend the relationship between him and who we believe is his dad. And so we kind of went through the 3 different options, his 2 uncles and his dad. And
No,
then
we called his
his uncle.
option.
We called the first option. And the genealogist had him listed as the first option because he was the closest in age to his mom. So we initially thought that it was his uncle. So we FaceTime them. They didn't all the way look alike, but they had some sort of similarity. So we were like, hey, you know, we just trying to figure this out. And he was like, hey, I don't think it's me, but it might be my brother because I think he looks more like my brother. And then we FaceTime. We ended up FaceTime with him later
This
on
a
Father's
double
Day.
white facts,
And
It was all at my grandma's house.
when there was all at his grandmother's house, and him and his dad, they looked just alike, and the synergy was there immediately.
Wow.
And we flew out the next day. His dad's from Detroit. We flew out the next day. We met his dad. We met the rest of his family, and his
My
dad was
siblings.
his siblings. He found out he had a brother and a sister that he didn't know about.
That's what's up.
So
What's up?
this has been almost 30 years that he didn't know his dad. So to be able for the
Damn, 30 years, man. He reunited with his dad on Father's Day, man. That's a hell of a moment right there.
him to be able to reconnect right before the wedding was. So it was a lot of emotions going on.
For sure.
When people see the clip, they think it's like, oh, he just up there tore up about his wife. And I think that to a degree he was emotional, but there were so many different things going on. There were so many different reasons for us to be happy crying that day. So,
Yeah.
How whole
what's
has that
up.
made you
Damn.
feel? Stunna?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Damn.
That's honest. That's
The wedding
honest.
brought everyone
The
together.
conversations
Facts.
with you and your dad, are they like what you dreamed of, or did you want, like, you know, were you nervous with this whole process?
Nah, I don't think so. I
Okay.
feel like,
I think there were a little bit of nerves.
yeah. But I'm just like a difficult person to deal with, so I don't
No.
know. I mean, like, you know, like, as far as, nothing like against my dad though. But I just don't know. I don't know how it made me feel. Sometimes he gonna see this and be like, man, sometimes he call and I might not even know like what we should talk about, so I might not answer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Feel me? And I call her dad though immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
It's cause
Whatever,
y'all
as soon
done
as we
went
leave.
so long. Like it done been 30 years. You feel me? He a stranger to you for real. Even though that's your dad, you really don't know him, and he really don't know you. Y'all gotta build that connection and shit like that. So I see what he's saying, bro. You feel me?
out of here, I'm gonna call him probably like, or he gonna call me. We talk. It's like we got the relationship
Yeah.
that I was like looking for a long time, because I was in there with him when she was at work. I was going to chemotherapy. I'll be whatever I need. He gonna pick up. He gonna drop whatever I asked him to drop for me right then and there. So he kind of like filled the void before my dad could come in and like fill it. But it was just good also to meet my dad and see like
Yeah.
we look alike. My son look like him. You feel me? We walk alike. I met my grandma. I got a sister my age. You feel me? But
You learn a lot about yourself though, because you could be dealing with physical health issues, mental health issues, and not even know where. But your dad might have been dealing with it. You learn a lot about yourself when you connect those dots.
I think it was a
They
nerve-wracking
gonna build a
experience
connection.
too. Like, just for me, trying to facilitate, I was really nervous because I didn't know how his dad would receive him and receive the situation as a whole. I was just hoping that he wanted to connect as badly as Stunna wanted to connect. That was my main goal,
Yeah.
I guess, in my mind, because you never really know how people will receive things. Some people will be like, oh no, I'm not dealing with this, it's too much.
Yeah.
But I think it's been difficult for both of them to process it, and his dad as well. Like, how do you really process having a son and not knowing that you had a son for almost 30
That
years?
was my next question. Did he not
And then he's
know?
an artist,
Yeah.
but he was telling us too. He was like, I've seen him before. I know his music. He was able to tell us some of the songs that he did that he really liked. So it was just like, I could tell he was stunned.
Yeah, no clue.
He had no idea though, because if you
That's
look
crazy.
him up, he's from. You will see that he's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
His dad had never been to North Carolina. He had met his mom in Atlanta, and they were young.
Yeah.
Things happened.
Yeah.
They moved apart.
Yeah.
She was pregnant. She moved back home to North Carolina to kind of go throughout her pregnancy.
Yeah.
So it was like there was
sure,
never
crazy
really,
feeling.
he never really knew anything about him.
Yeah.
So I imagine that that's a lot for him to process as well, and his mom as well too, because I know that she lives with some of those feelings and like
Yeah,
just
for
being
sure.
young and
The
being a
mom
human
for
being.
Sure,
And
like, damn, like, I don't even, I don't know where your dad at, and then you don't know how he feel growing up. Like, he don't even know where the fuck his dad at or who his dad is. So it's definitely emotional, a lot of emotions for sure. Like, damn.
making mistakes, but not really a mistake because I needed him. So it's not. I don't perceive it as a mistake.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot for everybody to process in this experience. So I'm just trying to be the glue in this situation and keep us all close, keep us connected, and keep us
She
in
a real
this
one, bro, I
healing
ain't gonna lie. She a
process.
real
Yeah.
one for that.
Well, y'all some generational curse breaking
Man,
motherfuckers.
I'm telling you.
God dang.
No
You're a
doubt.
great woman.
I'm
girl.
telling you.
Yeah.
You're a great
I'm just
woman.
saying some
She was a good one for
generational
real.
curse breakers. I love that.
Word.
And it's
Yeah.
very
Because that's what we
good for sure.
live.
That's
That's
what
what
we
we
live
swear
by.
by.
That's
I ain't
what we
gonna lie.
like stand on.
Where
That's
does
what we swear by.
And
Where does
the
that come-
fact that he tried to get his family to sit down, drop whatever they got going on, and come together for his wedding. He said it all went left. It wasn't even able to happen. But they still tried to do it. You feel me? Cause we know how this family shit could go. We know how it is when family fall out, family get into it. They don't speak for years. Like he said he didn't even see his grandma in over 10 years. Haven't seen her, talked to her, haven't even hugged her. Feel me? So it's like, he reunited with his grandma too. So it's just crazy, like how this family should go and how, it definitely could be emotional. Rock, good morning, brother. Like that shit definitely can,
come from? Because in your music,
We really
Damn.
black.
yes.
Like we really black. That's where it come
where
from.
are you raised that way? That's like, where does it come from?
For sure, I have a family full of matriarchs, full of very strong matriarchs. My mother, both of my grandmothers, my stepmother. I have a family full of women who are the glue for their families. So I have a really good example of like how to keep a family together. And I think they've done a lot for our family, but with me, I feel like my purpose is to usher in change and bring about a certain type of energy that is real and that's raw and that's unapologetic. And if that means we often to put our mess on the table, that's what we have to do so that we can really get somewhere.
Facts.
Because I love my son with everything in me, and I don't want him to
even
experience
know they
half
had
of
a
the things
kid
that I
together.
experienced growing up.
Yeah.
I want him to have a pure life.
Yeah.
And so I want to, if that means uncovering everybody's secrets, and just my son deserves to know his grandparents, his
Cousins,
grandfather. He
aunties,
deserves
all
to have
that.
a relationship with everybody that is
Facts.
healthy. So whatever I have to do to bring in these healthy relationships, I'm willing to do.
All I
That's
want to do.
real, because imagine you into somebody in your family. Like Stunna, he said he ain't seen his grandma in how long? 10 years. He got a kid now. His kid, grandma, like, you feel me? Like, the kid got to know who grandma is. I mean, even though grandma is, like, his Stunna mom, but great-grandma, too. Like, you feel me? Like, it's certain shit that, when you have kids and you into it with your family, shit, your kid can't even grow up to know goddamn, they uncles, aunties, they goddamn cousins, because y'all into it in this family drama and shit, and that shit true. Like, I gotta be able to put this shit on the table and get past it, bro. For the kids. No cap. Like, that's real.
All I want to do is raise trauma-free kids.
That's all I want to do.
Please, God, just give me the power and the ability to raise 4 trauma-free young ladies.
Please.
That's it.
That's all. Because I can only imagine what that looks
Yeah,
like.
for the better, bro.
I can only imagine what that would look like on my son as an adult. I can't wait to see, the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how he grows up to be. And like, I don't really know very many people in my life, just as a young Black American, Southern Black American girl, I don't know many people in my life who haven't experienced some sort of trauma.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what that looks like on him. And I just want him to be everything that he wants to be, an astronaut, a school bus driver, whatever you want to be. I just want to be here to facilitate that in the healthiest way.
Yeah. Now, are you in therapy, Stunna?
No, but I be talking to her, so I be like, I don't really need that type of stuff. Cause I be like, she can get me to a point where I'm not mentally like out of it.
Yeah.
So I be like, kind of like, maybe I don't need it like that.
Mm-hmm.
We tried therapy though. We did premarital counseling
Oh,
before
that?
we
Yeah.
got married, and then you did your own individual therapy before we did premarital counseling.
One time though.
You did, yeah, one time.
That's
But
a start,
it's
though.
just a
You
start.
tried,
It's a start.
you know?
It
And
takes a
that's-
minute to get people. I grew up hospitalized in different mental health institutions, and I grew up in therapy. I really struggled with my mental health growing up. So that was kind of, it's not that it was normalized, but my grandmother, she works at a mental health hospital. So she was always diagnosing, and, you know, I grew up taking medication. Like, I really grew up trying to fix whatever was wrong with me. So that's something that was normal for me. But when we got in our relationship, it wasn't really a thing that was talked about with him. So I try to encourage him to do therapy, and I think
Yeah.
he's coming around to it for sure. It's not that he's anti-therapy. I think he's
Yeah.
coming around to it for sure, but I think his main priority is just surviving.
Yeah.
So
And you got to find it right there.
A lot of men like try to step away or like try to avoid therapy because they feel like, man, I could just get through this shit myself. I could just keep on going through the motions and act like this shit, like, you feel me? They try to like act like it's not getting to them or like making them feel away, knowing that shit hurt or knowing that shit really slowly breaking them. But they so in the motion, they so I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta, you feel me? I ain't got time to feel these feelings. But fellas, like, it's okay to be in tune with y'all feelings and talk to somebody and actually like, you know, vent, say how you feel, let that shit out. Cause it's definitely like, it's a good feeling letting out how you feel and getting past, like, you know, the situation or whatever you feeling, so you could move on to feel better, bro. You feel me? Like, you know, they said men don't go to the therapy, they just go to the barbershop. Like, for real though, fellas, like, it's okay to vent. Like, even if you got to vent at the barbershop with the guys, like, as long as y'all let it out, bro, that's all that matter, bro. Because fellas, like, y'all be making it seem like, man, fuck that shit, I just gotta keep on going, I just gotta keep on pushing. Y'all just brush it to the side. But it's gonna get to a point where you done brush so much shit to the side, that shit gonna build up, and one day it's just all gonna let out. Like, it's gonna be overwhelming mentally and physically. Like, you feel me? Sometimes you might just break down and cry out of nowhere. Like, you feel me? Hit the gym, fellas. The gym definitely helped mentally. I ain't gonna lie. Mentally, the gym for sure helped. For sure help. I ain't gonna lie. But still, like, talk to somebody. Like, even if y'all don't want to go to a therapist, like he said, he vent to his wife. Vent to y'all girl. You feel me? Vent to somebody you close with. You feel me? Sister, mom, cousin, anybody. Like, no cap. Shit, y'all could vent to me. No cap. I won't judge y'all. There's nothing wrong with men taking therapy, exactly. But it's a, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how men be feeling, like, on the real reason why they don't want to go. But it's like, I don't know, like, why they don't think they, you know.
Might not have
Men don't
That
like
too.
venting.
That's right.
I feel like
That too.
Men don't like
That
venting.
That too. But I think we've really reached a point of like bliss.
Like,
and
she said he been to therapy one time, but he not counting it. He like, oh yeah, I've been that's one time though. Like, he ain't really saying it like, he like basically like fuck the therapy shit. The whole time he probably need it. Feel me? Norway, good morning. So don't be afraid to, like, you
And
know,
happiness.
go to therapy if you need it.
Currently, like,
You
we're
never
really
know
in
what
a
somebody going
really
through,
happy
fighting
space.
through.
Yeah.
But I know therapy is preventative. So it's not necessarily reactive. Like, I don't feel like something has to happen and then you go to therapy. I think you should be in therapy, period, just to process
Yeah.
what it is that you've experienced in your life. But we're slowly but surely we're coming around to it. But I'm really proud of him for the man that he's become.
Yeah.
His sobriety journey. Like, there's so many things that people don't
Why
know.
you come in here and bring me the big bottle of Hennessy then?
No, not sobriety from liquor. We're talking about hard drugs. We're talking about perks.
I don't
Oh,
take
okay.
perks. Feel me? I don't sip syrup. I used to do that every day before I ate. Like, real talk. Like, and not saying that on no like making it cool.
Yeah.
Cause even when I was doing that, I don't think I was making it cool. I think I was like doing therapy.
Yeah.
And when I met her, I
Hey,
kind of found
W,
out.
he's sober from them perks and that drink, man. W, man, because it definitely could take a lot to step away from that, especially when you do it every day. Do that shit every day, them withdrawals be hitting. So I know them withdrawals is kicking his ass. So W to Stunna for that, though. No cap. Rod, good morning. We don't want to be looked at as weak. I get that. Like, man, it's always like that. But it's okay to have that moment, bro. Like, it's okay for men to, like, vent and say how they feel, bro. I get it. Like, man, y'all supposed to be strong all the time. Like, but y'all ain't gotta be strong all the time, though. You feel me? Y'all could be strong, but on the low, you goddamn, you know, saying your feelings, venting, and, you know, bouncing back from whatever you going through. And keep that motherfucker pushing. You feel me? But it's like, it's okay to, you know what I mean? It's okay to express how the fuck you feel, man.
Out there like, damn, that's all that was. Cause
Self-medicating.
I started going to the gym. I wouldn't pick up a perk, a bottle or
No, you
nothing.
jump around?
Like, I met her, I kind of think I was making it cool. I think I was like doing therapy.
Yeah.
And when I met her, I kind of found out that like, damn, that's all that was. Cause
Self-medicating.
I started going to the gym. I wouldn't pick up a perk, a bottle or nothing. Like, even now, I don't like to drink unless I'm with her. I smoke.
That sounds crazy. That sounds bad.
No, but he's
like a safe space.
We like to turn up.
Safe
Yeah.
I do want to
Sure.
ask that, what did Stunna do that made you feel so safe and protected?
I think he showed this level of care that I hadn't experienced yet.
Or
Yeah. That southern hospitality that I hadn't experienced yet. Like I said, I went through a lot growing up. I was abused.
Yeah, everybody have emotions, bro.
Please put a trigger warning on this too, because I'm not here to trauma dump, but I'm just being candid because I prayed for this opportunity to get on Breakfast Club. I actually wrote it in my journal 5 years ago. 2020, I wrote this in my journal. I will be on Breakfast Club before I was even putting music out. So I'm just making sure that I do my due diligence to my younger self, because I told myself I was going to be here, and I'm here, and I want to seize this opportunity to be candid and clear and concise. I went through a lot growing up. So, and I feel like there was a lot of neglect, and that's not to shame anyone or shame my parents.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all, Black. You feel me? Cause shit, when you being straightforward to exactly the source of what's hurting you and what's causing this damage towards you, you can definitely get some type of closure, some more of an understanding, and you definitely let them know, like, hey, like, this was going on, and this is not how it's how it's gonna continue to be. You feel me? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Cause some people can't even do that. Like, some people not strong enough. Like, some people not even strong enough. Some people just be like, fuck it, fuck them. Like, I'm just gonna fuck them for life. Like, fuck 'em, I'm just gonna move on. This and that. And when whole time, all it takes is a conversation and closure to help move on. So, no cap, no cap, no cap.
But they were young and they were learning. And my experience is my experience. And what happened to me, happened to me. And I can't erase that. So I want to be clear about that too, because sometimes I feel like when you talk about certain things, especially in the Black community, it's like
Simple conversation.
what happens in the house stays in the house. And I want to free myself from those experiences as I grow into this woman that I'm becoming.
Yeah.
I experienced some things, some abuse, things happened to me that should have never happened to me. So when I met him and I didn't feel taken advantage of, I felt celebrated, I felt appreciated, and I felt valued.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So that made me feel like this is where I belong. This is where I should be. And his family, they were receptive. We went through our things, but they reminded me a lot of my family. So we had so many similarities that we shared, and I was just like, this feels like home for me.
That's what's up.
Since we having this conversation, is it true that you attempted suicide in the 4th grade?
I did.
Damn. In GTA. Damn.
As a baby, you're a
Thank God
baby.
you got through that.
Went through a lot more.
Thank God she got through that, man. Look at her now.
Yeah.
Hottest song out. Feel me? She doing her thing, man.
There's more
God
she
is
done been
good.
through. I
Damn.
can go down the list myself. She done fought.
I do that.
She done
I
been
do
through a
that.
lot. She done been through a lot.
I was a baby.
That was another thing that when I got around,
Damn.
she wasn't like trauma dumping on me, but it was like she'd be telling me stuff, and I'd be like, man, I was just with you. It's 4-5 niggas over there.
Yeah.
Like in North Carolina, we could see a bum getting beat a woman, and we gonna go do something to the man or taking advantage of. You feel me? I'm not. But I'm saying like, that's what made me be like, man. Nah, not even that. I just wanted to protect myself. I just wanted to show her, like, I swear to God, that shit won't happen again. Like,
Yeah.
you won't have to do that. You won't have to do this. Won't nobody come looking for you. Won't nobody put in none of that. It will ever happen again.
Yeah, he was very protective.
They
But
meant
yeah,
for each
that-
other for sure.
I was-
Damn, she done been through some
I don't
shit.
know. Well, I guess I was experiencing a
That's
lot.
good
as
that she found a man where she feel protected and understand, her past and, won't judge her and, still love her, even everything she been through, bro. Damn.
a kid that I really couldn't process. But yeah, that I don't know. Well, I guess I was experiencing a lot as a kid that I really couldn't process.
Yeah, her
And
hair cute as fuck.
I knew it
DJ.
didn't
keep
feel
looking
good.
at
I
it,
didn't know
too.
exactly
I
what
fuck
was
with pink.
happening, but I knew it was like, this feels wrong to me. And I really struggled with my self-worth, my self-confidence. And I was just like, why am I here? And I was feeling like that very young. Very young. 4th grade, I that's true. That was my earliest. Well, 3rd grade is when those feelings started, and then 4th grade is when I started okay, let me figure out what I can do to not be here anymore. So it started in 4th grade, and then it progressed through middle school, through high school. But I'm so grateful that I don't feel that way anymore. I think residually, those feelings, they kind of come up because it was so much of my life. I just kind of got accustomed to feeling I had indoctrinated all of these negative feelings and thoughts about myself. So it got to a point where I was like, this is my being. This is my core being. I don't like who I am. This is to the core. I hate who I am and what people have done to me. And I felt like I deserved it at a point in time. But I know that's not true now.
And your trauma is never your fault. But
Never.
Your healing is your responsibility. So,
Healing is my responsibility.
so when was that pivot? When did you realize I gotta heal?
I think I got to a point where I was like, I'm tired of feeling this way about myself. Like, there has to be more to life for me than just waking up every day and hating my existence. There has to be more to life. And I started journaling because I had already gone through therapy. And in my mind, I told myself therapy doesn't work. This medication doesn't work. A lot of it was, what do you call it? Hardwired.
And another thing too, damn, this. I keep hearing people saying though, how we were just saying, oh, it's okay to go to therapy. Some people go to therapy and it don't work for them. Feel me? The medication they're prescribing don't work. If anything, it's the medication fucking them up even more. It making them overthink, giving them anxiety, all type shit. All the side effects. You feel me? So I'm tired of hearing people saying therapy don't work, the medication don't work. So what the fuck can work? You gotta find that, shit, damn, feel me?
So what? This medication doesn't work.
I don't know.
A lot
You
of
just
it
gotta,
was.
fuck. It just depends.
What do you call
you're
it?
going through, bro.
Hardwired. So my grandmother struggled with her own battles. My mother struggled. My siblings struggled.
I feel
It's
like
kind
you
of
gotta
like,
have a
I don't want to say it's
strong relationship
hereditary,
with
but
God, too.
maybe it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's hereditary. So it was like, it got to a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I see everybody enjoying their life. I'm ready to enjoy my life. I'm ready to experience
For some
it
people, it helps,
in
but
a lens that
it don't help
isn't
other people.
coming from this trauma. I want to see what life really has for me. And I started journaling. I started making music in that process and really venting my frustrations and just kind of journaling via this rap via rap.
Yeah.
And it started off as rap. I never thought I was gonna be a rapper, but it started off with rap because I was in that angry phase of my healing. I was just mad at the world, mad at everybody for letting me down, mad at my parents, mad at people who did things to me, just mad at everybody. It was everybody's fault. So rap was like my first real outlet because I was able to vent these frustrations in a very aggressive way. And it still helps me though to this day. Like I still will make a real aggressive record, but I feel like it's helping me come to a calmer place in the weirdest way. It's like this weird juxtaposition. I'll make the most aggressive song, and then I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm chilling for the rest. I can chill now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you said your grandmother, she worked in a mental institution.
Yeah.
So, and you said she even had her own mental
did,
issues
yeah.
as well. Do you think there was some correlation between where she was working, or do you think that was before
I think she
her,
grew up
deeply rooted for her too?
I think it's just generational. It's
Yeah.
generational curses. Her mother had her at 14.
Oh yeah.
My great grandmother, and my great grandmother is still alive to this day.
Thank God. Yeah.
She was here during the wedding. She had her at 14, so God knows what she experienced.
Gotcha. And you have had these conversations with her?
I've had these conversations with everybody. I'm one of the people we gonna talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk with my whole family because I want to get down to the bottom of why do we act this way?
Yeah.
What's happening? Like what has made us behave this way?
Yeah.
And then she did her part, but I feel like she kind of ran to a degree. Like she left her hometown, she went to college, and she.
I feel like that's conversations that people like to avoid. Like, what's really going on? Like generational wise. Like, oh, your grandma act like this, mom act like this, dad, auntie, uncle, whatever the case may be. Like everything passed down. Like they avoid getting to the bottom of why we are or why we act the way we act. You feel me? When a conversation is needed, like, hey, we gotta change this. We gotta break this generational curse of what's really going on and what's traumatizing us. You feel me? As a family, like, yeah, she addressed the root of the problem. Facts. Like, and all it took was a conversation. Feel me? Juju, good morning. It's dark and raining. All right, focus up on the road, twin. Drive safe. Drive safe.
Had these conversations with everybody. I'm one of the people we gonna talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk with my whole family because I want to get down to the bottom of why do we act this way?
Yeah.
What's happening? Like what has made us behave this way? And then she did her part, but I feel like she kind of ran to a degree. Like she left her hometown, she went to college, and she really put a lot of effort into her studies, and she's a workaholic to this day. She refuses to retire.
Yeah.
And she's had 2 strokes. She refuses to retire because I notice it's her way of coping with everything that it is that she deals with, the pressures and the stresses of being a matriarch. And then I feel like that trickled down to my mom. And my mom struggled with her own battles growing up and even as an adult. And I feel like as an adult, her having me, I caught a little bit of what she was struggling with, and that's to humanize her, if anything, because I feel like we, especially young black girls, oldest black girls, they will hear me and they will understand where I'm coming from. As an older sister, you are you're adultified. And you don't really get to experience your childhood the way that you're supposed to. And I always feel like that. And it was because of, like I said, my mom was struggling with her own things.
Yeah.
And I hope when she hears this, she knows that it's not to pass judgment on her. I love my mother. That's like she's my baby.
Yeah.
I love her. And it's not to be judgmental towards her, but it's just to open up the space to have these conversations that are so uncomfortable to have. But I want her to know that I'm proud of her for doing what she could with us. And I think things happen in the process, and all we can do is move forward.
Facts.
And heal.
That's good.
And learn.
She's not trying to how when you go through you blame people like, man, fuck that. They the reason why, or they knew what the fuck going on. You just hate them for life, or you just, mad at them. You know, you feel me? She actually like, hey, you know, let's just move forward. I forgive you. It's nothing we could do to change the past. Let's just work on trying to become better people. Like, you feel me? Like, it take a strong woman or a man to, like, say that for real, bro. And actually do that. Because a lot of people, like, you know, what they go through, you know, in the past, they will hold on to that for a long time and really be mad at the person or whatever the case may be, or, you know, you let this happen or whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I mean?
Learn to love each other through our struggles, through our mishaps. So I think it's been passed down from generation to generation, but it definitely stops with me.
Yeah, they say trauma runs in your family till it runs into you.
Till it run into me.
And I believe that our parents, they were just trying to survive. I feel like we're the first generation that has the luxury of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, they didn't have the resources and that we got now. We weren't even talking about those anxiety and depression and PTSD back then. No.
And these resources are readily available to us, and they're promoted almost. I feel like I've seen a rise in people promoting taking care of your mental health, and I love that. And I also have my own organization, Stay One More Day, where I promote people healing and focusing on staying another day until you get to a point where you're happy to be here.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're definitely supposed to be here.
Thank you.
It was God's plan for you not to take your life in the 4th grade at 8 years old. You are a baby, you know, so I'm glad that you are here. And then you're breaking generational curses. So when you got pregnant, what was that like? Because now you're a mother, you know, and you replay things in your mind like, oh my God, I grew up this way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to allow my son or my daughter, because you didn't know what you were having at that time.
Didn't know.
To deal with.
But I kind of knew to a degree, because I had a dream. One thing about me, I'm a dreamer. And I feel like these spirits that come to me in these dreams, my friends, I had a dream of my homegirl who passed away, her name is Zaven. She told me in a dream that I was pregnant and that I was having a boy the month that I conceived my son. So I feel like I kind of knew.
She told me that one too. Like,
I told him that too.
Like a regular dream. Like, baby, Zayden came in my dream last night, told me we having a boy.
Yeah. So y'all planned baby boy.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, we did.
Okay.
Because we had candidly speaking, we had a miscarriage at first, about 9 months before then. And that also, and I'll talk about this a lot too. And also, it's like, I talk about a lot of shit. I'm not trying to be the spokesperson for anything either. I want to make that very clear. I'm
telling your life.
I'm just detailing my experiences. So I don't want it to.
Which is going to help.
It's going to help.
So many people.
It's gonna helping a lot of people. You never know who hearing this actually need to hear it. That's what I'm saying. This deep. Like, it's good that she actually saying this. Some people not gonna, you know, tap in like with their emotions and actually let it out on an interview and explain what they've been through and shit like that. Like, some people rather not say, you know, on the internet, you know. But she a real one for this, because you never know, somebody out there need to hear this.
Help, because you don't realize how many people go through these things until you meet somebody who's ready to talk about it, and I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of I had been told that I had these cysts, and then I got multiple different evaluations. They were like, oh yeah, you have a cyst, it's 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, it needs to be removed immediately. And then other doctors were like, oh, I don't see any cysts. So it was just like, it was so much going on at the time. So when I found out that I was pregnant with my son, I was very protective over that process, and I didn't even announce that I was pregnant until I was 8 months.
Yeah.
And then when we had him, we had a home birth
Amazing.
we had it in our kitchen, and my grandmother was there, my mother was there, both my grandmothers actually. His mom was there, his sisters, my brother was there, his brothers, my dad was there. It was it was a very strange experience, because it was such a vulnerable experience for me.
Yeah.
But again, it was one of those things that was like, I feel called to do this. Because my mother and my grandmother, my mother had all C-sections with all her kids. They told her she would never be able to deliver naturally or like vaginally. They told her she would never be able to do that. And then
that's a lie too,
by the way, it's a lie.
They told my wife that for our second daughter, and we had our next tube actually.
They told me the same thing. They told me the same thing. Literally told me the same thing. And then my grandmother, she almost died having my mom. She only has one child, which is my mom, and she almost died having her, so she never had any other kids.
Yeah.
So it was important for me to heal that trauma for the matriarchs in my family and show them that, because when I first told them, they were like, what are you thinking about? Like, you finna have the baby at home? Are you sure?
They was telling her that she needed to, that she might have to do a C-section too.
Yeah, they were telling me.
And her mom was telling her that.
And the doctors were telling me that.
Y'all might shouldn't do it.
But I don't want to advise anybody against any doctor's orders, because there are doctors out there that are diligent and that are thorough with the work that they do. But again, I'm just going off of what I feel called to do. And very early on, within like the first 6 to 12 weeks of me being pregnant with my son, I was like going back and forth, and I was like, nah, I'm doing a home birth.
Yeah.
So I got a midwife, I got a doula, and I have my family.
That's what we had.
Best way.
We got to do it for our third and fourth. Yeah.
That's the best way.
Y'all
to
had
do it.
natural births? Or y'all just had a doula at the hospital to advocate for y'all?
My wife had a natural birth, not because she wanted to, on the third one.
It was happening so fast.
Yeah, there was something going on at the hospital where it was. She
I'm
always.
scared. Natural birth? Fuck. That shit just sound like it hurt. Like, I know when you like in the hospital, they give you the medication, shit like that. But a natural birth, ooh, that just sound like it hurt. Like you pushing, ooh, like that just sound like it hurt, Chad. But they said it is the best way to go. Like, you know, a natural birth. But ooh, that just sound like it hurt. It feel like it hurt.
Mac, I tell the story wrong, but it was something they couldn't get the epidurals or something like that. So she ended up having it natural. But we just decided to get a doula for the third and fourth just because it's so hard when black women go to the hospital. Like, you can't play with that shit. The way the black maternal death rate is.
Exactly.
So after the C-section-
So that was all that was on my mind.
That's true. That's true.
I wanted to take care of myself.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So now you got your music,
Yep.
and
That's what's
then
up.
you turn your
I'm a low key
your
consider
pain
that,
into
y'all.
a
I ain't gonna
beautiful.
lie, like,
you know.
'cause that is
Oh, you know,
true,
y'all got
though.
something in common. Didn't you study
It's
more?
definitely a risk though when you go to the hospital, you know, having during birth. Like, it's definitely a risk for the mothers. Boy, shoo.
Very science.
I did.
Okay.
And Jess was a mortuary. She worked.
Who did the
Really?
body? It makes sense.
First of all,
Wait, you studied mortuary science?
girl, I went for one
What?
semester, and I couldn't do it.
You
no
didn't
more.
like it was too much.
It was too much. The whole embalming, and then limbs
Man,
still
a lot.
loose.
Now
If you do
twins.
too much, how was
Yeah.
you in there doing
Said
all
she
that?
cut somebody and they jumped.
Natural birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl they fart.
That what happened.
Like all
They
that.
scream.
Yes.
They let out these noises.
'Cause
Yeah,
the
they let out
nerves are
noises.
Is it
Yeah,
like
the nerves are like settling basically.
Yeah.
So they jerk and they move and they.
Imagine
All of
you come to
that.
the funeral home and it's just.
And then
And it's
imagine
somebody in
having your
there
AirPods on and you working and you chilling and you go on break and you got your back turned and then you see out the
And somebody sitting up.
That it's a little, and then he like
That can happen.
You seen a dead body sit up?
No, I did not see
Giving
that.
birth is like one of the most beautiful things ever. I can't wait to experience it. Yeah, I want twins. Twins run in my family. But I just can't wait to experience that feeling of like giving birth to a whole human. Like a whole human growing inside me. Like a whole human growing inside me. I just created. Like we just created, but it just came out of me. Like I know that moment is everything, bro.
I've heard when I was in mortuary school, they told us that was a possibility,
Yes.
but I never seen that personally. But I have
want
seen
twins.
like
I ain't gonna lie, I do.
bodies jerk and move
Yes.
and make these noises and these liquids will come out. Like
Right.
I've seen the whole thing.
And so
it's a beautiful
you actually
experience,
went through
though.
the whole thing.
I didn't graduate
Okay.
because I started rapping
Okay.
midway through, and then I was like, all right, bet I'm doing this one.
Yeah.
I didn't
This thing.
graduate because I got scared. So
I understand that.
I was gonna ask you,
was in
she
school. I thought
didn't
it was just you
graduate, but
working
she
at a
still made
mortuary.
it in
first of
life.
all, no. So I went to school.
But you have to internship during your school. By the time
Right.
you graduate, you have to have been
You
done.
just went and got a job.
Or else you can't graduate. You have to finish your internship. So you do it while you're in school.
Right.
Okay.
To get your hours for
To get your hours, yeah.
Got
Don't
you.
be pregnancy talk.
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah,
to
I
ask
am.
you because
Fellas, hey, make
you
sure
start
y'all
with
be
life
there
after
for
death,
y'all,
and
baby
then
mother.
and then
Never
who
cheat.
did the body? I was like, what
Just
is
make sure y'all
her
there,
thing
man,
with
no matter what terms
like
y'all
life
on.
after death? Literally,
Right.
like it's kind of all centered around it, and it's very like churchy, Baptist churchy.
It is,
like you're
exactly.
singing. I'm like, it feels like a funeral at first, and then it goes into a whole different world of things.
Exactly.
She
Life
sang in the
after
church choir
death.
too, though.
I
right?
did. I did. So culturally, I feel like this project for me, culturally, who did the body? You know, when black people go to a funeral, we're like,
Yeah.
if the body looked good or bad, where I was like, who did the body?
Yes.
To see which funeral home.
That's why I want to get cremated. Y'all don't ever stop judging. Boy.
Never. If you look good, I'll be like, who did the body?
It would be so cheap.
Or it's like,
to get
who did the
cremated.
body?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the two. So culturally, it was relevant, but also like I was just talking about, I've just had a really weird experience with life.
Yeah.
And I've also had weird experiences with death. So this project for me was kind of liberating me in that sense, and freeing me from the fears of death. And just also talking about just opening up that conversation about grief in our community and insurance and that type of stuff. Like, that was important to me.
As long as you keep that mindset that, I want a wife, like, right woman gonna come your way, man. No cap. No cap. That's purple. That's Cal, not Cruz.
Death, and just also talking about just opening up that conversation about grief in our community and insurance and that type of stuff. Like, that was important to me to highlight with this project. So it is very Southern Baptist. I grew up Baptist. My grandmother was a youth minister on my dad's side. So she made me sing in the church every Sunday. I had no choice.
But that's what's
Even if I was nervous or scared, I had no choice. So those are really my roots. I grew up with a praying grandmother. So those are truly, truly, truly my roots. So I wanted to just highlight Southern Black American culture with this project.
And how do they feel about you doing this secular music now?
My granny cussed though. So it's like you know how Baptist people are. It's like we real Baptists, but outside of church, we like to turn up and have a good time.
Yeah.
So it's like my granny, she cussed. She was crazy. She is crazy. So I know it's like she can find a little bit of herself in that. And I am my grandmother's baby, so it's like, boo, where did I learn this from? But other than you and my mom, I got this from y'all. So how can you really be? They love it. They support it.
And what did Jesus turn the water into wine for, if not for a party?
If not for a party,
You know what I'm saying?
not for a good turn up.
You know what I mean?
Hello.
Okay, or maybe for a different taste. They only had water back then. He probably like, let's say something else.
But I'm
what I
saying
mean?
you could have
They
turned it
lemonade.
into apple juice, orange
That's
juice,
right.
any of the
Wine.
things. Wine. He was trying to turn up, and I
Get a
feel
little
him,
tip, tip.
I feel him.
Okay. Now, Beating Down Your Block, that was my anthem
That was your
for
jam.
like 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. Did you expect that song to be as big as it got?
I expected it to change my life. I didn't know exactly what the parameters. I didn't know how big it was going to get, but I knew it was pivotal in my life.
Yes.
And when I talk about journaling and writing that I was going to be on Breakfast Club, this is around the time that I made that song. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be on Breakfast Club. I'm going to be getting interviewed. I'm going to be getting plaques. Like, I knew, I had a feeling in my bones that that song was going to change my life, and it did just that.
I love it.
And I'm at that second phase too, where I feel like these next few songs that I'm dropping in this project, I feel like it's also going to elevate my life. I feel like even Sexy Solon has elevated my life to a degree, with all the good and the bad talk about it. And also, thank you, Charlamagne, for posting that for me. I appreciate you for exposing that to an audience who might not have seen that, an older audience that, like my dad, my mom's generation, who might not have seen it. I feel like it definitely is taking my life to a new tier as well, new fans, new levels.
It causes
levels.
conversation too.
It causes
Yeah.
conversation, which was fine. I'm cool with the good. I'm cool with the bad. I just wanted to usher in the conversation. So
What I love about it, you was still a little too nice. She was like, you were just telling the non-black people to go to the back. You didn't say get out.
no,
You just said just go to the back.
I just said create a level of
Yeah.
separation to a degree. Not trying to segregate niggas. I'm just saying, like, give us our space to congregate, fraternize, fellowship for 2 minutes. I wanted to create a space for Black Americans to turn up and have a good time. Black people in general. Because I know people were like, well, is this for Black Americans? Is this for... It was like, I wanted to promote Black unity and Black community, which is why you see me depicted cloaked in this Black American heritage flag, which I want to encourage people to support and buy straight from the source. You can get it on Blackletic. Wear Blackletic, not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored at all. I just want to. I saw people were buying the flag, and you can kind of buy these dupes from like Amazon and different like Chinese vendors, and I want to encourage people to shop straight from the source, which is where Blackletics. He collaborated. His name is Rodney. He collaborated with Joy, who is the daughter of Melvin Charles, who was a co-creator of the Black American Heritage flag.
Oh, wow.
So, and I had a talk with her earlier this week a couple weeks ago, because I wanted to make sure that I had the origin story of the Black American Heritage flag correct, which is basically they created it in 1967 to basically acknowledge Black Americans for their contributions to America, and it also just create some representation, because at the time we were being identified as Negroes. Like, they didn't really want to acknowledge us as people. We didn't have our own flag. We were kind of like, they were paying us dust. And so they created this flag so that we can fly it and represent the Black American culture and our contributions to this country. So, and a lot of people at the time didn't really resonate with the American flag either. So it was like we had something of our own. So you see me cloaked in the Black American heritage flag in the video, but then you also see the flags behind me, the ethnic flags behind me stitched together, Nigerian flags, and and I wanted to make sure what was important to me was, like I said, to promote Black unity and Black community. Because under the umbrella of white supremacy and racism, we are all Black here in this country. And cops pull us over, they're not asking you, hey, are you Jamaican?
That's a fact.
Where you from?
That's a fact.
They're not asking that. You just Black. So I wanted to detail these shared experiences across the diaspora. And I know it has upset a couple of people, which I can understand to a degree, because I feel like Black Americans, we want so badly to be represented and we want something of our own, because we feel like people have taken from our culture. And I understand that to a degree and still do. So I understand the frustration about incorporating the other flags, but I'm just here to detail what I was trying to depict, and that was Black unity and Black community. And I'm not trying to divide the diaspora. That will never be my intentions. Unfortunately, that's just not what I'm trying to do. I'm here to bring us together.
I knew you had something when I went to go search the song that morning on YouTube, and all I saw was reaction videos of people upset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they was mad.
He literally did that in here.
Like, how
They was
like,
mad.
damn, is this? I thought, like, is this real? They this mad already? I'm like, when
Yeah.
this song came out, it was only 6 days ago.
Exactly, they were mad. I expected white people to be mad. I really don't give a damn what white people think about me. I expected for them to be mad. I got that. That made sense to me, because white people. Here's the thing with white people, and it's not that I'm saying that all white people are bad, right? You know what they be saying. I got a Black best friend. My best friend is white.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There you go.
Just taking a page out of their book. So it's not that I'm saying white people are bad, but I think
She wasn't in the video.
She wouldn't been
She was there.
She was in the back.
She had to see
she had to sit
every other video.
She's in every video.
Like Latino. Somebody said that to me this morning. They was like, she got a Latino best friend.
Oh
Like,
my God, just because she tatted.
I promise you, somebody said that to me.
She's so misunderstood. Shout out to KT. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like white people, what they need to understand is that they've been conditioned a certain type of way under this, because I feel like racism is a fundamental issue, and they've been conditioned to this certain type of teaching in a certain type of way, subconsciously. So I feel like consciously it needs to be called out and it needs to be unlearned. That's my only thing that I want to make clear. It's not that I'm saying all white people are bad. So they were mad. I didn't give a damn about that. I didn't care. And they were like, well, what if white people made a song like this? White people have done worse. Let's be clear. They've done way worse in real life. And there is a song, actually. I saw it the other day. There was a song.
Oh, the one about lynching?
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly. So it's like, what the hell are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Shit get deep.
But yeah, I expected them to be mad, but I didn't expect for so many people in my community to be upset.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like did my homework, and I'm like, well, what is it that is upsetting people? And I got down to the root of it, and I'm like, all right, I see what's happening here. I can't listen. I can't do all this.
Right.
This is too much. All I'm gonna say is what I wanted to clearly articulate, and that was, like I said, Black community, Black love, Black unity.
Yeah.
And detail these, like I said, shared experiences across the diaspora that we can't control. Our grandmothers are very similar.
Yeah.
So I wanted to detail that.
Sometimes you just got to tell people it's a Black thing you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
It
care.
ain't for it. It don't need an explanation. That's
It don't
all.
need no explanation. And it should be, actually should be gate kept.
Yes,
I think a lot of our culture
absolutely.
should be kept close to us, because, you know, white people, they keep whatever they want to keep close to them is kept very close to them. There's a lot of shit that's kept away from us. And I feel like we should have the same pride and integrity about our culture. And it's not about being exclusionary. It's just showcasing a level of pride and reverence and respect for what's been put in place historically.
You are 24 years old. You are so, like, just intelligent,
me.
brilliant, educating. You're informative.
Y'all sound like white people.
What?
Y'all sound like white people.
Who sound like white people?
Y'all sound like white people saying that.
Why do you
What?
sound like white people?
What are you talking about? Because I'm giving another young Black woman some.
Sometimes I'll be like,
That
damn.
don't mean she white, though. That means she's just an intelligent Black woman.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't want to
Why
put
you say
damn
that?
white people into this.
Wait, why you
Don't-
say that? What make you say that?
Why we sound like white people?
They sound like white people.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No. I said Stunna said that she be sounding like white people using big words and stuff.
You just used a couple words that I didn't even know you was gonna
Like that
use.
don't mean you white.
That don't mean she white. That means she intelligent, black, beautiful woman. God damn it! Only white people can use big words. That's the stereotype, and that's the thing that we need to stop. We can use words, big words. Feel me? We can step out our usual vocabulary, man. That is true. I ain't gonna lie, that's true, bro. As soon as you got them start sounding intelligent, they like, oh, you trying to sound white. No, I'm not. Maybe I just want to expand my fucking vocabulary. Huh? Maybe I want to just, educate somebody on what the fuck we talking about on this damn topic.
She's intelligent.
No. Before
That's
Stunna
true,
said that, he
bro.
could say whatever he want to say about his wife.
Because you looked at her
Baldy,
and you said, because you looked at, you know why? You know why? Because you looked at her and you said, wow, you're 24 years old and you sound so intelligent.
It's because
No,
it's because she young and she's like in her mindset. That's why, bro. She just giving her props. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know she was 24. I thought she was about 27 talking like this. Shit, she talking from she talking from experience. She seemed very intelligent and very bright as a young woman, and you gotta give her props for that because I didn't even know she was that young. You know what I mean? And she really tapped in and locked in, so I fuck with that.
No, I didn't.
You did say that.
Somebody
said
said
she
you're
sounds so
very intellectual.
No, I
It's like,
didn't.
of course I
I
am.
Why
said-
wouldn't she be intelligent?
I
think
did
it's
not
a-
say she said, please. I did not say she sound so intelligent. I said you're 24 years old. You are so intelligent. You're informative. You're educating. You're like,
Tapped in.
it's
affirmation.
I did not say that. Like I don't expect that of her.
But I don't think she means it.
I
the
get
way
what
that
you mean,
I think
though.
She's talking about
with
age
all that
thing.
she's gone
and that could
through.
be black or white.
Yeah.
She's talking about age and the maturity level when speaking to her.
maturity.
That's
And the
what I'm-
Reminded me of a
comprehension.
story somebody told me the other day when Little John was on The Apprentice. And Donald Trump used to say, come look at Little John talk. Y'all got to hear John. He's so intelligent.
Oh my God.
Because he got the dreads and the
Right.
gold grill. You know what I mean?
I don't think she meant it like that. I get what
If
you're saying.
it was coming from I would be like, what you mean by that? But I understand exactly what you mean. Because I think like just, especially with the rhetoric, with the shit that's being pushed on us right now, I think I get what you mean. Like to bring light to these subjects and,
Yeah.
explain some of these topics that we don't really talk about in our generation.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. We don't hear about it from young people enough. You know, like
For
that
sure.
history lesson you just gave us on that flag. You know what I mean? That you intentionally put in your video.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. And then everything that you've been through, you could have went a whole nother way. You could have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
like
I grew up
that's-
around people, and it's so crazy to see the difference in how trauma has affected us. And I don't fault anybody for the path that they chose because you really never, I feel blessed. I don't know what it was
Wise beyond
that
her age. Facts.
steered me this way because I could have done anything in this life because I grew up with people and we all grew up, we started at the same point, we experienced some of the same things. Some of the people I was hospitalized with, we shared some of the same experiences
She
and
is
we've
wise
all
for
kind
her
of
age,
taken
though. No cap,
different
she is.
paths, but we still stay closely connected. But it's like, this is why I advocate the way that I do, because I think people misunderstand my upbringing, or they see me, or just like, or they see somebody who's poised and put together, and they think like, or well spoken, articulate, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so like, they have no idea the things that I've seen, the things I've witnessed, things that I've
Right.
experienced.
And I admire it. It's inspirational. Like, so
Yeah.
that's
I'm
what
definitely glad you answered your call. Is that Don Julio record? Is that really about Stunna for Vegas not answering the phone?
Yes, it was.
Why you ain't answer the phone? Why you ain't answer the call?
Made a good
The
song.
blessing on your line and you ain't pick up Stunna?
Get him.
I called her back.
He called me back halfway through the song, and I was
She
like,
ain't even did no shit like that. Yeah, I know. Not even, or just make a song. She just shouldn't have said it in the interview.
I shouldn't have, but I was being honest though, because everybody's like, when you lie, you gotta keep up with the lie. So I feel like the first time somebody asked me what was the origin of the song, I was just like, oh yeah, this is what happened, because it was just like the most readily available answer that I had, which was the truth. Maybe I probably shouldn't have said
Yeah,
that, but
I
it was
see the
true. He
rings.
called me back halfway through the song, but I was already knee deep. I was like, oh no,
You seen
I was
Dark
already, I was vibing. I was loving the song. I knew it was a
There
hit.
was no point for her to be.
I shouldn't have said
What
that.
was you doing? Why you answer?
He was shooting a video.
Oh, well, I mean, it happens. Every now and then it might happen, you know.
She said she's looking at you deciding
Shoot a
that was
video.
his story. He better stick to it.
No, I was really shooting a video.
I was calling him and I was like, why is he
I
not?
don't be doing no sucker shit, bro. That's why I don't even like when like a normal person walk up to us and joke about that song. I be ready to be like, bro, I'll slap the shit out of you.
Right.
I should have said that.
Hopefully it's not nobody with me. For little brother to be like, bro, we'll slap the shit out of you. For real, cause I don't even play like.
Yeah.
whatever, like,
His bros is crazy.
He love his woman.
My best friend sent me that song. This is how my best friend sent me that song and was like, "This is you. Y'all are spirit animals." And I was like,
What's your sign?
"I'm a Sag, Scorpio, cuss."
Okay.
Yeah.
When your birthday?
November 22nd.
Oh, fire. My granny's birthday, November 23rd.
Oh, so she's fun,
Sagittarius?
but
She's fun.
Yeah.
She crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How did the link up with Lizzo happen?
So she's from Houston. So she reached out to me. She was like, "Hey,
Dope.
you know, I gotta. Do you have anything you want me to get on?" And I didn't have anything at the time. And I was like, "I'm recording this week. I'm recording all week. If I find something, I'll send it to you." And I sent it to her. She sent it right back.
Lizzo was
Same
so
day.
dope. Yeah.
She sent it back same day, which is very rare in this industry. I'm saying that because I don't even be sending shit back the same day.
Yeah.
Because I be needing to sit with stuff, or I be needing to get to the studio. Maybe I don't got a studio plan for another 2 weeks. Like, it just worked out that way.
Yeah.
So I'm very appreciative that she sent me that verse back so quick. I never experienced nothing like, especially from a star like Lizzo, like somebody who is so accomplished like her. I would have thought that she would have gave me the runaround, but she was really adamant about doing the song because she was kind of like, she's entering this rap phase, and
Yeah.
I'm just happy to facilitate.
Shorty,
Yeah.
good morning, twin.
That's
How
dope.
are you?
Is
Sir,
it true?
Tripp,
You
good morning.
and the
How are
baby
you?
back good, right?
we speak. We speak. I mean, we speak. Yeah, we speak.
Keep it hot, baby.
I heard you facilitated that convo. Is that true? Did you?
I didn't facilitate that convo. I don't know him personally, but it was like
I facilitated that convo.
yeah, I was on
He
tour
was
with
up
Don
here
Toliver.
talking to you, and he told you like,
That's how
bro,
we
just
seen it.
reached. That's how we seen. I seen it up there. I was like, even when I reached out to him, I was reaching out to him on some grown man shit. Like, I'm gonna take my lick. Like, I was the reason why we separated, cause it was shit going on outside the business. You feel me? So I moved around.
Yeah, the grill's
And
tough. I ain't gonna lie.
When
The
I hit
grill's
him
tough.
up, I probably moved around before I hit him up. I moved around with animosity on my chest. You feel me? So when I hit him up, it was more so like not getting it off, but it was definitely like, man, bro, I'm gonna take accountability. Like, I went left. You feel me? I should have came and spoke to you about certain shit. You feel me? Woo woo woo. But it was nothing like, man, bro, you feel me? Like, I want to get back to that. Like, this is the only duo I'm worried about. You feel me? So like, when I reaching out to him on some real shit, it's like, well, I really do miss my brother. You feel me? That's all it was. It wasn't nothing. And it wasn't about no, I needed a song. I'm trying to get back to right there with him. None of that. Like, I miss my brother. You feel me? We done been through enough. Like, it wasn't just straight music shit. Where I'm like, man, how the hell Shawty ain't hit me up yet?
Yeah.
You feel me? But we did end up speaking when we was on tour. That's how it kind of happened, because I was on tour with my wife. She was on tour with Don Toliver. I was playing around. I got into a like wreck on Don Toliver bike and like messed up, like fractured every bone in my face and stuff like that. And then when Leo posted about it, like basically letting it be known that I'm straight, probably like a day later, he reached out to me, responding back to the DM that he told y'all about. Feel me? So I had hit him before. You feel me? Before he came up here and told y'all, and he still didn't even reach back. Like, whatever he said, he told y'all, like, oh yeah, it's good, woo woo. But even then, I know, bro. Like, I really know him. So I'm like, shit. However, when I sent the message to him, I'm like, however he react, I'm not tripping, because I'm taking accountability for even letting this shit get this distant. You feel me? Cause I moved around without saying anything. I moved around without saying like, oh, this going on, or somebody saying this, somebody saying, ooh.
Yeah.
I just moved around. But even then, cause I ain't got nothing against bro. Love him to death. Like, I look at it like, when I moved around, like, that's what I was supposed to do. On God, that's what I was supposed to do, bro. Cause That's just what I was supposed to do.
What was the issue though? Because it's not like you didn't have your own identity even being with the baby. Like people knew who Stunna 4 was, and you know you was on your own trajectory.
Facts.
You didn't feel like that?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Though.
Mm-hmm.
It might not have been that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like though. And that ain't got nothing to do with him. You feel me? We was, bruh. It was just, that shit happened too quick that I can really say this is my career. Like, I can say it happened so quick that it was probably too much for everybody. And not just me. But at first I used to look at it like, man, that shit was too much for me, bro. Like, before that, I was in a 2-bedroom apartment that was getting shot up. My mom was at that.
Yeah, Vance, he is talking about the baby.
7 niggas in there, my sisters in there, still going to school every day, whatever. Like,
God is good, shorty.
I look at it like it was just too much for everybody, from me, bruh, Interscope, and everybody. You feel me? Feel me? Cause I did my part. Like I ain't never end up how any of my peers ended up, that we was doing the same thing on and off Instagram. We was doing the same exact thing. I ain't end up like nobody else. I ain't never get one of my close partners indicted. You feel me? Killed. None. I ain't do. I felt like only thing I did wrong was just fuck off money. Cause I'm a genuine guy at heart already. With anybody I come across, like the bus driver, the janitor, the president. Everybody got like no big U's, no, you feel me? Whatever. So I'm like, man, it was just too much, bro. It was just too much for everybody. Like, cause it, like I say, it can feel or it can even look like something to y'all. But over here it's something totally different. Like I was really surviving my whole time over there. Not even just with $1 Billion Baby, like with Interscope being our help. I was surviving. I wasn't thriving. You feel me? I wasn't top of the line like everybody thought it would. Bro was top of the line for sure. With me, I was like surviving. I was trying to get through the.
Yeah, he was doing
I was
what he
trying
gotta
to.
do.
I'm
though.
paying lawyer fees.
Yeah.
I'm doing like everything
Get by.
that an artist do around my age.
Whole
Like thinking
time.
that.
He basically saying whole time, like, shit, we looking like, damn, that nigga going crazy. He getting paid, this and that. But he like, whole time, he trying to goddamn make ends meet. You feel me?
We grown already, or like, oh yeah, I'm a man. Like I'm out here, you feel me? So like I can say, yeah, it felt like that, or it even looked like that. But now I'm 29 years old, and I can look back on shit, wake up every day with my wife, breakfast, lunch, dinner, feel me? Wake up with my son, go to the studio when I want to. Like I see this shit for what it really is. So I know when a nigga get on that bit talking about like, man, I gotta take this risk for the family, gotta get away from that. That shit be cap. That shit be total cap. Cause I know like, even now, I'm bigger than I was before, bro. I just was like streaming music and it was dropping so much. I was dropping it through a company or whatever, versus like now that's what I'm getting back to doing, but my music is better than it's ever been. I'm really like genuinely happy. I really feel like, I was talking to Young Thug the other day, he was like, how's you for real, bro? How's you for real? I said, I'm better than I ever been. Like I ain't just saying that to you either. I'm better than I ever been before I got some money, when I got some money. Like everything,
This
bro,
is
I look at it
Vegas
like
and his
a
wife.
lesson and not a loss. So I just say, it was just too much for everybody, but it was supposed to happen. It put me in position to be here today, feel me? It put me in position to learn, like, about a lot of stuff that a lot of guys can't come in that bit with the biggest rapper at the time. Like, I'm coming through here with the baby, so I'm gonna meet Drake, I'm gonna meet Gucci, I'm gonna meet every rapper. I'm gonna watch this rapper do lame shit that I used to look up to. I'm gonna see all of it, feel me? And then when I finally get to that moment with myself where I'm like, man, why I ain't text this nigga back? Or why I don't follow this nigga? What am I doing? Like, this ain't me. I get to break down all that shit that I've seen from everything, and then I just tell myself, like, it was supposed to happen like that. Versus before my wife came around, too, I was definitely telling myself, I bet I'm about to move to Houston. I'm about to run up some paper, you feel me? I'm about to take a break from North Carolina before I go to jail or do something wrong.
Yeah.
Feel me? I'm about to move to Houston, I'm about to woo. And then when I meet her, I damn near start telling myself, like, I did my first on the radar. I did that first interview. I told them in that interview, I was like, man, I'm done rapping. And from there, when I said that out loud, like, I'm done rapping, I ain't do no freestyle on the radar. From there, that's when everybody come up with the narrative. Oh, Baby did this, he dropped him, he da-da-da, he Stunna fell out, woo, woo, woo. But I really literally, like, was that on the radar, like, just burnt. You can go look at the interview right now, like, look at my face, and you can tell, like, bro, that nigga did not want to do this. Like, I was sober in that interview, but I was just like, man, this shit, like, everything about it is not what I expected. Like, feel me? But
just the industry in general.
At the time. But like I say, all that's supposed to happen, bro. Like, I was supposed to watch the industry go through the ups and downs that it went through as an industry alone. Because I used to look at it like, is it me going through the ups and downs? And I know I'm a good dude. Like, but I'm watching fuck niggas go straight ups every time. So I'm like, is it me? But I'm also watching, like, as a year go by, another year go by, I'm like, it's really the industry. Because you can see, I don't want to use no names, but you know, shit, like, the day me and Leo got married, our name was beside whoever y'all wanted to say it was. But a week before that, the narrative was that maybe I fell off, or maybe whatever it was. Maybe I'm around my wife because of what she got going on, whatever it was, you feel me? They had every narrative that they wanted to put out there until we just, like I say, put it on the internet. Like, this is the narrative. Like, or people seeing me cry and shit like that. I thought, like, in reality, I'm not tripping about that shit. Or when my wife said,
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta hear some of his recent songs because I haven't heard any. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm just glad he in a better space now. He happy. Cause shit, when you in a better space and you happy, especially at what you doing, that's when you produce the best craft, like your best work. So I'm excited. Like, we for sure gotta hear his music after this interview. It's almost over.
we're gonna do the ceremony, because I'm like, shit, you supposed to
Yeah,
cry.
I'm in the gym today.
I cried for a nigga that died, gang. You think I'm not about to cry for my wife?
Damn right.
Come on
You
now,
feel me?
exactly.
Damn right.
Yes.
You feel me?
Getting
Like, I
married,
feel the
it's the
same
love
way
of your
about,
life.
like,
Why not cry for your wife?
they be like, oh, nigga, you tender. I'll be like, I'm right, I am. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you straight up, I am. Like, and even if
she been there for you, bro.
she wouldn't do that, but it don't matter. I'm tender. You feel me? Because the same way you play with my homeboy, I know how I'm gonna react. How you think I'm gonna react? You play with my son, mama.
Absolutely. Word up.
Feel me?
And also because of the trauma we've been through, we don't expect tears of joy.
Nah,
Like,
fact.
you supposed to
Niggas
shake.
expect, like, damn, a nigga can't feel the emotions. He getting married to the love of his fucking life, a woman that been there through it all, helped him, brought him up while he was down. Damn, a nigga cry, he shows some type of emotion, he tender. But like he said, oh, I would cry like if my homeboy passed, when my homies passed away. Why I can't cry when I'm finna marry the love of my life? It's a moment for him, man. Fuck, like, damn, like, they always got something to say when it come down to a guy, bro. It's like you can't defeat nothing, man. Damn, like, come on, man. As soon as you goddamn showcase some type of love on the internet, whatever, or emotion, when it come down to your woman, it's always you tender or you this and that. Maybe he just fucking love her, bro. It's cool for a nigga to showcase, oh, I'm so street, I'm so this and that, I do this for my homeboy, I die for my homeboy. What about your girl? You gonna die for the love of your life? Huh? You gonna showcase that for the love of your life? Exactly. It's always a problem. Like, damn.
Tears of joy at your way.
Bro, I was crying for like 10 minutes in the shower before I put my suit on. My homeboys out there getting ready. I'm just in that bitch trying to clean up, like, so I don't go out there looking toe up.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit really going on today. That's what I was telling myself in the shower.
That's what's up, bro.
For sure, that was like probably the biggest thing I ever did, or the like biggest moment in my life other than my son. Like, no
That's
tour, no show, no big check could amount to that day for sure.
That's what's up, bro.
I agree.
That's emotions money can't
Proverbs
buy, bro.
18:22,
Come on,
man. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Come on,
I
man.
really, really admire y'all. What y'all got, y'all.
Thank
y'all
you.
Palace,
Like, come on, bro.
admire y'all building.
Yes.
How y'all raising y'all little boy.
Appreciate that.
How you're breaking generational curses. How
Yes.
it's going to get easier and easier with time with your dad if you just keep on. You know.
I think the reason why some men try to be like, oh, this and that, is because it's the way, you know what I mean? Society and men grew up. They ain't, you know what I mean? Some households ain't grow up with both parents in the household. They ain't never grew up to see their dad loving their mom wholeheartedly, and you know, like showcasing physical, like, you feel me, like, you feel me. A lot of us ain't grew up that way, so when a nigga show that type of emotions and shit like that when it come out to a woman, they always try to say it's tender, this and that. Nah, nigga, that's not what we used to. That's not what we used to seeing. So when we see a man actually doing that, we actually like surprised, like, damn. But actually, that's a good feeling, bro. That's a good feeling. Like, come on, who got to sit in the back seat of the car, his wife or his mom? I'm gonna be real, the type of woman I am, bro, I'm gonna let my dude sit in the front. I sit in the back. That's how much respect I got for my man, Monduce. Like, come on, man. I'm not finna argue or go back and forth with my nigga mama. You can sit in the front. I'm not trying by that. Come on, man. I could be his wife or not. Baby mama, whatever. I'm gonna let his Monduce sit in the front if she want to, bro. I don't care about that.
Like
I don't even know why people made that a
it's
thing.
hard for you and it's
Like,
also
come on
hard for
now.
him, but I know it'll get.
I don't know why people made that a
right,
thing, bro.
you
Like,
know.
that shit weird.
Yeah.
Like, you trying to go
Let's
back and
shit
forth
with
with your
time.
nigga mama
Let's
all
end this
over
because
her
she giving you that
front
look like
seat.
she want to go
Shit
make
weird,
another
bro.
one.
Look at each other. They definitely, you know. Yes.
But no,
Double
Who Did the
interview,
Body comes out this Friday.
Yeah, like,
Friday.
whatever the mama want to
Yeah,
do,
this
it's
Friday.
fine with me, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, if she say, girl, you can sit in the front, I'll be like, mom, like, you could sit. Like, it don't matter. Like, you could go. She like, girl, you got it. I'm like, no, mom, just go ahead, go in the front. I'm that type of person. Like, come on, man. I'm not finna go back and forth with this nigga mama over no damn front seat. The fuck? I'm gonna fuck if I was the baby mama or the wife. Like, come on, man.
Look at us.
Nah,
You
man.
see that people stamp?
Yup.
I'm so proud of us. Look at us.
Yeah.
That's
That
Yeah.
People magazine stamp.
Yeah, I love
This
it.
shit
Keep
getting,
keep
shit
being
going on.
generational curse breakers, man. That's the best work that y'all can do.
Don't be
Not being
following.
afraid to come out here and tell y'all stories and just being this amazing
Love to
example
South
of black
Africa.
love, man. Salute to y'all.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having us.
It's Stunna from Vegas. It's Monaleo. It's the Breakfast Club.
Mona
Yeah.
Leo. It's not Mona Leo.
Mona Leo?
Mona Leo.
You know
Mona
what's
Leo.
crazy? You sound white.
Exactly.
Not white. Leo. W Monaleo, W Stunna, man. I love this couple right here. I ain't gonna lie. I love this couple right here, man. I love this couple right here. Damn, this was a good ass interview, man. Damn, this was a good ass interview, chat. I'm glad we watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad we watched this interview. This shit was good. It definitely was worth the watch. Let's check out some new music from Stunna for Vegas, man.